Hi, Teresa here again. Let's take a look at a scenario when you're the manager and you've got direct reports, 1, 2, or ever how many, and how to know what to target, in these continuums of competences, abilities, and skills. The first step is to analyze the performance of your team as a unit, okay? Because it's not really about individuals, it's about team performance, yeah? The easiest way to do this is to look at the problems you're having to resolve and solve. This is particularly good if you're new and you don't know the team so well. Looking at the types of problems that are coming onto your desk or that your team are having or complaining about will point you in the direction of who, what, or what situation is causing these problems. Yeah, remember, there's always a cause and effect. And it can be many things or a combination of many things. It's not always somebody's incompetence. Of course, not all of the problems will be caused by your team, but if your team is being affected by them or having to manage them, that's how you will figure out as well how good they are or how competent they are at resolving problems or figuring out what's causing the problem. When managing a team, it's important to build a professional relationship with the team on different levels. One is with the team as a unit, and then another is on the level of each member of that team, building a relationship, professional, for communication to flow in a bi-directional, transparent way, and to look for ways to build team-to-team relationships as well. So it's not just about your relation to the team and their relationship with you, it's also about their relationship with each other. And that's your job, It's not theirs. When you are trying to figure out where and why the dysfunctions are occurring, what the origin is, or who, usually somebody in the link, it is important to discuss this with the team as a unit. Discouraging non-constructive blaming type talk. That's not good for anybody. And also individually, if you suspect it is somebody that is kind of making mistakes or something, make sure you don't humiliate them by talking about this openly. Humiliating somebody is a terrible thing to do and will bring you many problems down the line. People don't get over humiliation so well, right? And it's counterproductive as a manager. So you don't want to be doing that. So if you suspect that somebody on your team is making a lot of mistakes, this is something you need to address with them on their own. And there are ways of dealing with this without humiliating them. We'll talk about that in these videos. It's important to listen carefully to the types of problems your team is experiencing, right? How they tell it, how they explain the different cause and effect relationships, no? So, and also the emotional kind of load when they're explaining things, right? Are they frustrated? How are they explaining it? What do they blame? What do they attribute the problem to? Do they take any responsibility themselves? Do they have any responsibility themselves and aren't taking it? How well argued is their explanation? How subjective? How objective? So start with the problems that you're having in your team and then track the problem to the person or the people. But remember, more often than not, performance issues have nothing to do with one person's incompetence per se. Usually, it's one or all of the following things. Unclear prioritization, a lack of support in a particular area, teams not working together, the left hand not knowing what the right hand is doing. Yeah, not just a team that you're managing, but team to team, your team and somebody else's team. Personalities and attitudes that clash, egos, bad workload management is a typical one. An incompetent manager, yeah, which could be you or somebody else. So try not to have the attitude that incompetence is concentrated in one person. There's a difference between making mistakes, which can be procedural or process, and between global incompetence. Okay.